Hey y'all, welcome to Episode 3 of Adulting with Chi. I had other things planned. For this episode. However, my yesterday and my today have completely altered the direction of where the fuck we're going, okay? Where we're going is I want to talk about relationships. And I'm not talking about, my boyfriend. I'm talking about all relationships, friends, family. Yes, if you're in a relationship, your partner. But today I really had a moment of like, what the fuck? Like, why do I have to think for an adult? I shouldn't have to think for another adult. I can assist you, I can give you some water, but I can't force you to drink shit. And that's why I want to talk about relationships, because I'm not responsible for these other adults. And I had to really just take that in as I was just walking in to the studio, because my best friend is moving. Hey, nobody likes moving. It's okay. However, the scene of events between yesterday, not even yesterday and today, the day before yesterday, and today, kind of made me feel like people are selfish and they're going to give as much as you allow them to give. They're going to give as much effort as you allow. Like, oh, y'all, I'm literally still shaking from all of this. This literally just happened. And I am so livid. Like, I'm so pissed. And I'm literally irritated beyond the shadow of a doubt. But guess what? I paid for this fucking studio session. So here I am on the couch being a responsible adult and still filming my fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you have some shit to do, fucking do it. Nobody is responsible for you. Okay? Nobody is responsible for you. Nobody's responsible for me. The people that assist me and help me, I am blessed, I appreciate it, and I do not fucking take it for granted. I don't like being underappreciated, unappreciated, or taken for fucking granted. I do things out of the kindness of my fucking heart. I should be able to do things and not be inconvenienced, taken advantage of, pushed, shoved. It's like, what the fuck? You can't be nice to people no more? I can't do things and expect, calm shit in return. Like nothing, just calm shit, appreciation. Leave me the fuck alone. Like that's really how I feel. And I have to calm myself, y'all. We need to do, what is it, box breathing? I need to box. Yeah, I need to box someone down. I need to breathe. Oh my God, I need to breathe. Let me tell you guys a story. All right, deep breathing, y'all, deep breathing. So my friend is moving. They're moving out of the state. So out of state is different from moving in the state. However, within them moving, I offered help. Of course, it's my best friend. Why not? And that help has become an inconvenience to me. And I think someone like just giving a fuck a little bit about what the fuck you got going on, because I have problems. We all have problems. I don't give a fuck how rich, how poor. Everybody has a goddamn problem. Your problem is not more important than my problem, okay? Just because I don't complain about my problems doesn't mean I don't have any, okay? I have problems, okay? But I don't put them on people. I don't bleed on people. I don't spill all my toxic waste on other fucking people, okay? I keep my shit together as a fucking adult as much as I can. Do I cry? Do I get angry? You guys are seeing it right now, right? Irritated. Do I get angry, sad, all those things? Yes, it happens. It's gonna happen. You're human, okay? It's gonna happen. You can't help it. But at the end of the day, like, please, like, give people a little fucking grace and give them a little space and be considerate that they have problems too. I have to get back to this story because this is like the only thing I want to talk about. So yesterday, I tell my best friend, hey, make sure you're at U-Haul in time to return the car that I rented for you. Make sure you're there in time. They open at 9, be there at 9 so you can close out and be outside and ready. I need to be going back home for you to drop your things off and heading to the studio, which is 5 minutes from my house. and be heading to the studio with a little 10-minute gap. I like to smoke outside before I come in. I like to get high and calm myself, okay? This is what I need to do for myself that I'm providing for my fucking self as an adult. I don't need no judgment. This is what I want to do. So that's my routine that I've built since I've been doing episode after episode. I smoke, I give myself time, I park, I smoke, I come in, I set up my mic. They do they do what they do, okay? The studio does what they do, and I sit here and I'm prepared. I have my notes. I didn't even finish my fucking notes. Helping everybody else. I didn't even finish my notes for this episode. So here we are talking about relationships, because relationships can either grow with you or they can literally annihilate and obliterate and blow you the fuck up. Okay? And I feel like I'm blowing the fuck up because this is like, I just let shit slide because I have 24 hours in a day. I can't deal with everything. So one thing I choose not to deal with is bullshit. You could control you. So I don't allow bullshit. I just let it go to the waistline. If there is a problem, I don't fucking start panicking. I might panic for 5 seconds, but panic don't get me nowhere. I start Googling shit. I start YouTubing shit. I like to be solution-based so I can move on from that problem and have a fucking good day. I want to have a good day. I want to move on. Like, move on. Grow up. We're fucking adults. We're in our 30s. In my 30s, I'm not making excuses for anybody. That is my 2025 resolution. I am not making excuses for people, okay? If I'm sitting here dealing with my shit, if I'm battling depression and still climbing, if I'm battling anxiety and still trying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I cannot feel sorry for anybody else. It comes to a point where feeling sorry and giving pity is literally enabling somebody to not do what the fuck they know they need to do. Anyway, back to the story. I keep snapping in between the story, guys. I tell this person, hey, I got to be this. By the time we're getting to U-Haul, I have to go in and help with something and close out the freaking tab. I have to come out, and you're still loading your things from the U-Haul, your personal effects from the U-Haul to my car. Took about 10 minutes. By the time I looked at it, I had like 15 minutes before my slot time for the studio. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You know what? It's cool. You're just going to have to come with me. So as we finally leave, I'm like, you're going to have to come with me and sit in the car. And he's like, why do I have to sit in the car? Because you have shit in my trunk, shit in my back seat, and all over the place. I live in Los Angeles, California. I've gotten my car windows busted before. Last Thanksgiving, my car window got busted. Not the one that just passed, 2023. Someone literally busted my car window open at the Ovation on Hollywood Boulevard in the garage. All right? Stole me and my sister's gym bags. They stole 2 little bags. So if you think I'm going to sit my fucking car outside, because people target nice looking cars, whatever. I have a nice car. I love it. I worked hard for it. Okay, nobody's gonna let me feel bad about the shit that I have either. Because that's another thing people try to fucking do. They question things that you're doing for yourself. Bitch, I deserve it. Fuck you. Anyway, let's go back. You're going to have to sit in the car. Okay? Yeah, because there's shit in my car. He's like, oh, okay. That's cool. I just wanted to come in and see you film. They're moving, so they're probably never going to see me film. And I was like, oh, okay, if you want to come in, that's cool. I'll just go switch and take my sister's car. So I took my sister's car. I had my mom bring the car keys down so I won't waste time. I grabbed my bag that I take to the studio with me and had all my little things in there. I even broke my favorite fucking adulting is ghetto mug. Guys, this is not my mug. It is cute. It's one of my favorite mugs. Motivation in a mug. It's not my shit though. I broke my mug rushing to go help my friend this morning. My favorite fucking mug that I drink out of every morning, every day, and on set. I broke it. It dropped. Boom. Shattered into pieces. They're messaging me like, hey, where you at? And I was like, oh, I'll be there in 10 minutes. It wasn't that far from my house. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Broke my fucking mug. I'm like, oh my God, I broke my mug. Oh, you don't have another one? I didn't answer the question. I just pulled up and called, where the fuck are you? Come outside, I have to go. All right, now let's move back on. Let's go back. That's me going back to go forward. However, I broke my fucking favorite mug. Actually, it's in my bag inside of pieces. I actually brought it to show you guys. Anyway. So, however, we get to the point where we're driving and I say, I'm going to have my mom bring the car keys down. I'll take my sister's truck and you can come with me for my podcast. And you can see me record, whatever, film, whatever you want to call it. I said, you can come. We get to my house, I park my car, and I'm rushing. I grab my things out of my car, and I throw them in my sister's backseat. And my best friend stops me and says, hey, you think your mom will wait for me to bring my car down in your sister's parking spot so I could put my things in? I was like, what? I was like, so you're not coming with me? He's like, oh, you wanted me to come? Bitch, I'm trying to be on time. I only stopped here because your bitch ass said you wanted to come in here. Sorry, friend, if you watching this podcast, yes, your bitch ass knew damn well that was a selfish moment. People are so fucking selfish. So as I get home and I throw my things in the car, ready to pull off, you're worried about getting your shit out of my car and into your car so that you can go to the airport. Your flight's at like fucking 2 o'clock, I believe his flight is at 2. It's like 2 o'clock this evening. It's 10 a.m., y'all. I'm drinking tequila at 10 fucking o'clock in the morning, by the way. Judge yourself. I don't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, you made me come home, which was a detour, because literally it was 7 minutes to my house or 8 minutes to the studio from where I was. Or 7 minutes to my house, and then another 6 minutes to the studio. I don't have time. We have about 18 minutes to get where the fuck we gotta go. If I was in my vehicle, my car, I could have been chiefing down. I could have been smoking. I smoke in my car. I spray with OZM and this little smoke spray. Nobody knows I smoke in my car. It's my fucking car. I don't care. Okay? I'm gonna do what I want. That's this day and age I'm gonna do what I fucking want, and nobody's gonna tell me shit. That's where I'm living. 2025, if you don't like that, please stay out my way. Hey guys, you are listening to the Adulting with Chi podcast. If you are enjoying this episode, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get back to the episode. So we get to the house and he's worried about taking his things out of the car and putting it in the car. The same thing I said I didn't have time to wait for, which is why you have to go straight to the studio with me and sit in the car to protect your things. That's what I said. We get there, you're worried about my mom waiting and you moving things immediately. Selfish. Back to thinking about your fucking self. No care for the money that I spent on my time, my studio slot. No consideration that the time is ticking and I'm not at nowhere near the studio. I'm at home. And you're worried about your fucking self. After I spent all morning worried about making sure I came through on my word and helping you. Wow. How fucking selfish of you. So you know what? I hop in the car and I leave. And then my sister called me and was like, hey, you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not. It's 10 o'clock and I'm looking for parking. And I had to do all these things for somebody who didn't even give a fuck about what I had to do after helping them. Selfish. And my sister's like, damn, I wish you called me and told me. I would have came and sat in the car. I would have sat in the car with the stuff, or I would have did this. If you wanted to go in, you could have just picked me up, or I could have just dropped you off or waited in the car. I could have streamed. We're streamers. We stream any fucking where. My sister was like, I could have sat in the car and streamed. Like, oh, my back just cracked. I could have sat in the car and streamed. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. It happened. You live and you learn. You live and you fucking learn. And I just walked in here. I looked at Donisha and I was just like, hey, girl, how's your day going? As I'm frantically still cursing and going crazy on the phone with my sister. And she was like, good, how about you? I was like, I'm fucking terrible. Like, it's just terrible. I fucking hate selfish ass adults, inconsiderate ass adults. I hate selfish people. I hate inconsiderate fucking people. It does not take that much to think about others. Put yourself in somebody else's fucking shoes. Because if you want sympathy, you want people to care, is it so hard to care about what the fuck other people got going on? And that's where it comes in. I've just set a new boundary. Okay? When I have to film, when I book my studio sessions, the hour before and the hour after, I don't give a fuck if you're on fire. Do not call me. That is my rule because nobody cares about what I had to do and the hustle that I had to put in to get the coin to book a studio session. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money doesn't fall out the skies. You can't click your fingers, okay? You can't draw it and take it to the bank. You can't create money. You have to make money, okay? I literally have to make money. I left my job in 2020 and I used my resources to step out and take a chance. I took 24/7. I left my 9 to 5. I was a flight attendant all throughout my 20s. I'm in my 30s now. And I took my retirement money that they gave me, which was $2,000 for every year, full year, and I'd only served 6.5, so that was like 12 grand. I emptied out my 401k. The CARES Act allowed a lot of, little rules when the pandemic was happening. And I poured into myself. I took a risk on myself. And I've been grinding ever since. So it's like that hustle and that grind, it's like when I don't want nobody to see it. I just want you to respect it. Respect goes a long way. And I felt so disrespected this morning. I felt so disrespected by somebody I've been friends with for over 10 years. For over 10 years. Someone who doesn't give a fuck about my creative life. And I created a clothing line. That was my first creation that changed my perspective on my creativity and my life. I made so many mistakes. I blew so much money. But at the end of the day, it's a journey and a grind that I'm still working on. I'm still putting in. So for someone so close to you, not to respect it, not to see it, barely acknowledge it, and then this morning completely just disrespect it, I am definitely hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. But you live and you learn, and at the end of the day, you have to set boundaries. You have to put up boundaries to protect yourself, to protect your investment in yourself, and all the things that you want to do. You really have to set boundaries. And I think that's one of the biggest things I always allow the people I love to cross boundaries. And today, this morning, I'm over it. I've had enough. I'm good. I don't I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need people who don't respect the relationship, who don't respect effort. And I'm not cutting people off. I'm just putting up boundaries. If you don't respect it, you're eliminating and you're getting rid of yourself. So if somebody doesn't accept it, respect it, and understand your truth, fuck them. And that is literally where I'm at. And just thinking about even the relationships I have with friends and even the relationships with dating. That's why even with dating, I've been taken advantage of, disrespected, and lied to enough to know when to just go. Like I said, I keep my space. I know when to just go, cut off access, and mind my fucking business. And I think that's another thing. I just need to mind my business. You can't save the world if you can't even save yourself. Like, my makeup is probably fucked up because of somebody who doesn't give a fuck right now. They don't care what I'm doing right now. on the way to get my friend's truck, they also said to me they didn't listen to my podcast yet. Y'all, this is about to be the 3rd episode, about to be 3 weeks in. They didn't listen to my first episode. So in the car, I was listening to it. And on the drive, they were liking it. And then I said something that I could tell triggered him. And instead of him having an aha moment, you could tell he felt offended. If you get offended by the truth, you need to grow the fuck up. And I'm going to say that to every adult out there. Grow the fuck up. The truth is the truth. We need to learn to accept the truth and grow through shit. Nobody's trying to hurt you, but the truth hurts. Because if somebody keeps enabling you to do the same dumb shit that got you where you're at, you're never going to grow. You're never going to do better. It's never going to get better. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And I need some tissue because my face just feels so wet, guys. I'll be right back. I'll use that. It's fine. Shit, fuck. All right, good makeup. We'll take it. All right, y'all. I had to wipe my face and just gather myself because I'm filming 2 fucking episodes today. All right. So that was another thing. Today was my first day trying to dual film 2 episodes in one day because the holidays are coming up. So my responsibility, holding myself accountable. However, guys, how I want to end this episode in a very vulnerable moment is it's okay to let go of people. You're not a bad person because you let go of a relationship you've had for decades. It's okay. We have to grow. We have to do better. And we have to set boundaries and respect them first for ourselves. If you want somebody to respect the boundaries that you're setting, you have to respect them. You have to hold yourself accountable. I always say accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable for allowing people to do what they are doing. And I say this all the time. You only get what you allow. I allowed that shit that happened to me today. I allowed it. I gave room for it. When you don't give people room to fucking disrespect your shit, they won't. Because there's no space. I'm not giving you that space. Stop giving people space. And when I'm speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to myself. Never think that I am above it. I got my shit together. I don't got my shit together and I'm not perfect. I'm learning every day and I'm going to continue to learn. So then there's that. You live and you fucking learn, guys. So if you guys are listening, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for letting me cry. Thank you for letting me be. Because that's all you can do is love who you are and hope that everybody loves you with you, respects you with you, and is cheering for you the way you're cheering for them, rooting for them. I root for all my friends. I want the best for everybody around me. But sometimes you feel like certain people don't give a fuck about you. And that's how I felt today through and through. Fire trucks. I feel like I'm in an emergency. I hear fire trucks outside the studio. Come rescue me. Shit. But guys, in the comment section below, I want you guys to tell me a boundary that you set. And I always say, I don't care how small, how big. Put a boundary that you set for yourself or for others that is healthy for you, helping you, and growing you. Or one that you want to set. If you haven't, put one that you want to set. Listen, I just cried. Y'all could be a little vulnerable with me. Okay, so put it below and let me know how you guys are feeling today, 1 to 10. I do that with my chat on TikTok. So if you're watching this episode, 1 to 10, tell me how you're feeling. And I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.